What's up guys, Stewart here, and today we're gonna be doing something completely different. Today we are gonna be checking out some Easter eggs. And Easter eggs is always fun for me. I always love scouring the maps, looking for hints and all those kind of references. So if you guys don't know what Easter eggs is, they are basically intentional things left in the game to hint about the developers of the map or the game, or sometimes they nudge to other projects that they did in the past. So the first one is on the plane. The first place where you spawn and you drop from to go into the map itself, in that plane has a couple of Easter eggs. So the
Stay
first
together.
one
Watch each
is the
other's
bottles in
backs.
the wine
We
bar.
got this.
It sells Chowell's beverages, and this guy is actually one of the guys who worked on the game, and he worked on the plane
Strikeout.
as well.
Safety's off.
And
Weapons hot.
his name is Christopher
Stay
Chowell, so
together.
that's
Watch
why
each other's
its
backs.
name
We
is
got
Chowell
this.
Beverages.
Strikeout. Safety's off. Weapons hot.
Also, if you look around, you would see on the screen it says 23 Zombat 45. Now, this guy is one of the guys who helped develop not develop, but help model the plane and everything inside of it. His name is Zombat. So that's his art station name. And if in case you hover over his name, I guess he loved that name. So that's probably his username. And if you hover over his name in ArtStation, you realize that it says Zombat. The next thing is the minigun. The minigun is, if you guys didn't recognize that minigun, well, it's obviously that you wouldn't have recognized it because they added a little few pieces on it and changed it up a little bit. But this is actually the minigun on Team Fortress. If in case you look at it properly, the barrel, everything, they just added a few pieces on it. And if you go on his art station, actually, you will realize that it actually says that he added some pieces on it to change it up so it wouldn't look like the official one. So yeah, this is a minigun from Team Fortress 2, and most of you guys who will play that game religiously like I have probably know that too. Next on the list we have the tank, and that's in the factory. So if you go to the factory map, and you'll see a tank inside a glass, and although it is orange and colored like Team Fortress, but this tank is actually from the game Tribes Ascend, which is a other game from Hi-Res. And Tank Ascend is pretty much different from Rogue Company. That's for sure. And it's a very more tactical game, and it involves a lot more vehicles and stuff like that. But yes, it is from Tribes Ascend. The next thing is Mercado de Familia. That's in the favelas Spanish map. And the Mercado Familias, it actually is a organization. They actually do a lot of charity and stuff like that. And I think that's why you see on certain maps have something like a heart-shaped thing, painting all around the maps, like spray and hanging on lines. I think that there is a hint to it also, but Mercado de Familia is an organization for food and all the other stuff, like a food drive, and they do other stuff like agriculture things. So yeah, this is actually an Easter egg pointing to that. The next on the list we have five that are basically unconfirmed, but I think they're pretty accurate, but I'm just not too sure. And the first one we have is Skadoochie, and already you guys probably fond about that word already. So Skadoochie is mapped on a couple of maps, the new maps Vice and Skyfell. You will see it map, but I think it's into the developer, and not just that. It's an Italian word that, and seeing that all the maps looks a bit Italianish. It's an Italian word that most Italians would know it if they're grounded in Italy. Um, Skadoochie is something that they say, like people usually say that it makes you like feel, or you say, like fancy, like it's a fancy word if you say it, like that SpongeBob episode, you're fancy. So it's a hint to Gucci, and I guess it's made from the Gucci wood, obviously. And Skadoochie is one of those Italian phrases. The next thing is on that same map, Skyfell, we have Titanic. And if you look closely, it's actually the wreckage of Titanic, and all around the map says Titanic. If you actually took the time to look, because most people, because of the high battles and it's always hot around that area, you don't have time to look around. But this is actually the bow of Titanic, which I think was actually found. So I guess that's like a little Easter egg there. The next thing is on the container. It says that's in Canal's map. It says snowflake now, and there is actually a snowflake on it. I believe that is a hint. This is a hint to Paladins. Evie, the character named Evie. That character is basically the Ice Queen, we would say when we're playing Paladins, and she's a very, very, very popular character, popular by big big streamers and stuff like that. She's pretty much the most favorite when it comes to streamers and big YouTubers. So I believe that is just a little hint. The next thing is that there is oil. I'm not sure what it is. It could be holding oil or gas, but it says AE8 booty, and I believe that this is an inside joke by the developers. Eating booty. I think that's what they're trying to hint at, but it's basically an inside joke. They could never confirm that, but it's just weird that it says AE8 booty. But let's just say that one day is a hit or miss. The next one we have there is the same map, canals, the F363 frigate. And the boat that you actually go on is actually a real boat, so don't be thinking that it's just a made up model. It's actually a real frigate boat, and it's actually one of the most feared. So you'll see there is at the front of it there is a rail gun, and it looks pretty intense. It's a real gun. It's a real gun, and it's a real boat. So I know you guys are probably seeing F363 and you're watching, like, if in case that's a hint to anything. Well, it's real. It's a real boat. Well, that's all I got for you guys for now. I'm still scouring the maps looking for more Easter eggs. So hopefully in the future I'll be getting some more Easter eggs on other maps, and I'll be showing them to you. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and stay royal.